Yes, I'm very superstitious. Sometimes for games, I'm not as superstitious, like for actually like coming to the game and doing a particular thing for the team to win or whatever. But one thing I do is socks. Socks are something that I'm pretty superstitious about. Like tonight, I'll be wearing white socks because when we played Washington on Thursday, I wore white socks and we won. So I'm pretty bad about. They're clean. Don't get me wrong. They're clean socks, but they're just the same color or whatever. Another thing that I'm pretty superstitious about is my routine before I sing. That I have to do every game, no matter what. So I come down and I always get my hot tea and sip on that and try to like lubricate my voice and stuff. And I always sit in our little Storm Squad room where I watch all the pregame warm-up stuff because it really gets me pumped and in the mood. And then with about 4 minutes left before puck drop, I go out and stand in the anthem vaughn, which is at the bottom of 115, and I just sip my tea and get used to the temperature because right there in the four corners of the arena, it's very gusty and cold, and just trying to adapt to that temperature at the moment and sing is something that I have to give myself a few minutes for. And then once they start playing Rock You Like a Hurricane, I take my last sip of tea and I throw it away, and I take a sip of water, but only one sip, that's all I'm allowed. And I put some lip gloss on, and I pull my Storm Squad shirt down because we always have our 1 inch of our stomach shows, and I hate that little inch, so I always pull it down to be kind of conservative for the anthem. And I say a prayer saying that I hope I sing my very best and that the Hurricanes win, and I go out there and sing, and that never changes from game to game. So that's something I'm pretty anal about. I have to do it every game. So yeah.
As the Hurricanes over Lori Wilbur honors the United States of America with the singing of our national anthem.
For the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets the thirsty air gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, thank God that star-spangled
Of course, the whole Stanley Cup run last year was something that's always going to stand in my mind and one of the most memorable experiences of the Storm Squad. But outside of that, I really have to say that Ron Francis night and Rod Brind'Amour night were two very memorable moments in my time. Just to be able to be there in the arena when Ron Francis got his jersey retired, I got to sing in his jersey. It was just a really fun experience, and to be able to say that I was that close to the action was really cool. And then Rod Brind'Amour is by far my favorite player because of his leadership and his passion, and you can tell by just looking at the guy that hockey is his life. And so to see him get dedicated for all his achievements and accomplishments, and to see him be as humble as he is, to be right there, it was nice to be a part of that. And then on a less specific note, all the relationships that I've gained and had throughout the 5 years that I've been here, I mean, to see children that I met my first year when I was 18, and to see them now I'm 23, to see them have grown, I love seeing that, and to be able to say that I've been a part of their lives for 5 years, and I'm always going to remember them. They have a special place in my heart. Yeah.
Stood there boldly, sweating in the sun. Felt like a million, felt like number one. The height of summer, I'd never felt that strong, like a rock.
Okay, it's really not that special, but it's just like a high-pitched voice. Sammy is my doggie. She's a husky, and we named her Sammy after Sammy Kapanen once he got traded to the Flyers, my first year on Storm Squad. But it's really just her, like how she would talk if she was able to talk, like what she would say. And it's really stupid, I'm sorry. But it's just like, Sammy wants a treat. You want to give Sammy a treat now. I would get a treat. And it's just like that. So, nothing special. But I do it every day. And it's pretty embarrassing to do it when somebody doesn't really know you and they're like, what is she doing? Carolina Hurricanes fans are probably the best in the NHL. I've had a lot of experience with a lot of the other ones, and can't say so much on their part. But there are numerous reasons why they're the best, but one is being that they're very passionate about a sport that is adapted in the South. They've made it a success here in North Carolina, bringing the tailgating. There's nothing like getting to the arena hours before puck drop and seeing everybody in the arena parking lot fellowshipping and having fun, eating hot dogs and hamburgers and just getting ready for the game. It's really so much fun. Like today, it's such a nice day, and to get here and see people in the parking lot having fun, getting ready for the game. I like it. And just with the lockout, the experience, there not being hockey during that whole year, they stuck behind the team and the organization, and for the Storm Squad for that matter, and it really showed how dedicated they are and how meaningful they are to the organization. So they're pretty cool. I definitely think that if there wasn't a Storm Squad, people would be able to come to the game, and I mean, they'd still have a good time, just not as good a time.
Saw him dancing there by the wrecking machine.
All the promotions that happen throughout the game, we have some hand in them, whether it be the subway seat, best seat of the house, the educator of the game, all the t-shirt tosses that we have. Those are run by us. So if you didn't have those, then it kind of would, not break up the hockey game a little bit. Everybody during the TV timeouts would just kind of sit there and really have nothing to do but, I guess, talk to one another, which isn't that bad. But just think of all the sponsors that give so much money to the Hurricanes each game. They want to see their product sold, and since we're there, we kind of implement that, and we're just a fixture to the game that, since the Hurricanes have pretty much been in Raleigh, we've been a part of it. So I think it would just be a little bit less exciting if we weren't here.
I think cheerleaders are important to the team because they help boost morale and the confidence of the team, making them better players.
They get the crowd engaged in the game.
You never let me down, so you do it for fun. You never miss a play, though you make what of you. You give it all.
How can it be permissible? She compromised my principles.
Thanks for all the support, and let's go Canes.